Well, my inbox is burning hot. People are inboxing me, asking me, hey, Joseph, guess what? Just tell us, is Mali Money Market Fund safe? Is my money okay? Is my money safe? And the reason why they're asking this is because there is a very popular company here in Kenya called the Genghis Capital, or however you can pronounce it. It is in co-partnership with Safaricom and they own the Mali Money Market Fund. And the company has got themselves into a problem whereby they have a debt mounting to 355 million Kenyan shillings. That's like 3 point something million dollars. They have a debt of 355 million Kenyan shillings. That's like 3 point something million dollars. That's quite of a huge amount of money. And people are saying, hey, you know what? I don't know, do this. No, listen, I'm here to share with you a verifiable reasons or verifiable, what do you call, news and important information that you're supposed to know. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna answer the ultimate question: is Mali Money Market Fund safe? And by the way, Genghis Capital has another money market fund. I think it's called Gencap or something of sort. They have another money market fund, okay? So they are kind of in two money market fund. They have their own money market fund and they have this one that they have with Safaricom in partnership with Safaricom, though they had some wrangles between the Safaricom here and there. That's why the Safaricom has another new money market fund with other, what do you call, the asset managers like of the Sanlam and whatever. Anyway, in case you're watching me, this is Good Joseph, and I make videos about investments, making money, and I report anything related to business news, financial news. See, this is the page to be. So go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe. Why? So that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new good video. See, I don't want to bore you. I know you're here. You just want to know how safe is your money. Okay, fine. Let's get into the business. So let me lay the foundation to explain to you so that by the time I'm giving you the answer is a yes or no, therefore you'll be able to understand what is going on. All right, let's get into the business. Now here, we talked about the company called the Genghis Capital. I don't know how you can pronounce that, Genghis Capital. Okay, now this is a capital, this is a company that is actually an asset manager whereby it collects money from different people, then money is invested, and what have you. They also offer what we call, the buying of share services. They also act as a stockbroker and what have you. It's a company that is registered, legit, and regulated by CMA, that is Capital Market Authority of Kenya, also the NSE, that is Nairobi Securities Exchange, as well as CDSC. They also regulate this particular company. Now, Genghis Capital is a company that has actually started all the way back to 1994. You can trace its presence back in 1994, but in 2008, that's when it sort of came into the limelight or something of sort. But now, what happens with this Genghis Capital is that they have a money market fund in conjunction with Safaricom. Genghis Capital with Safaricom, they have a money market fund called Mali. Are we together? Very popular one. Started around 2020 there, and they're doing quite okay. They have something over 2 billion in asset management with the Safaricom and what have you. And of course, I've told you, Genghis Capital has another money market fund. Now, there were some wrangles. This particular company, they borrowed money. This company borrowed around $2.65 million or something of sort. This is equivalent to a couple like almost 300,000 or 300 million shillings or something of sort. So they borrowed this money from a business person from South Africa called Sawel Mashaba or something of sort. Is actually a business person from South Africa. They lend the person lent the company that amount of money, of course, for them to run the operation, whatever. We ain't gonna go to the reasons why they borrowed. Then once they borrow that money, of course, they were supposed to pay that money with an interest of around 7.6 something percent per annum. But now it reached to a point whereby the company is actually now defaulting the loan that they had borrowed. And of course, with accumulations of the interest and what have you, that's why they are being asked to pay around 355 million US dollars. Well, the company, of course, went to court to actually try to sort of get some sort of a soft landing or something of sort to, be given time to strategize to be able to pay back the loan, but has actually hit the dead end. They are in a situation whereby the auctioneers are on their neck and they are saying, you know what, guys, that we are about to take the things that you guys have. And when you say the things that we have, is like the desk, the pens, the papers, whatever, the furnitures and what have you, like whatever you guys own. Are we together? Now, this is where your question comes in. Is my money market fund safe, or is my money in a money market fund called Mali or another one called the Gencap actually safe? Now, this is where I want you to in Swahili we say shika masikio, meaning literally like just listen keenly so that you understand it. You know, whenever you consume news on social media, people saying anything and anyhowly, you can actually get yourself into problems. It is good when you listen to the professionals and people who understand what they're saying and they substantiate. Now, when you look at the nature of a money market fund, and I want you to listen here very carefully. When you look at the nature of a money market fund, there are things that you're supposed to understand. Any money market fund company, they are supposed to have two things by themselves. One, they must have what we call a trustee. Are we together? Another side, they're supposed to have a what? A custodian. Are we together? What happens now? When you take, let's say this is Kevin here. Kevin takes his, say, 1 million, throws into a Genghis capital, Mali, say Mali money market fund or something of sort. That money does not go to the Genghis capital. It goes to the custodian. Are we together? And a custodian here can be a bank, can be a financial institution, something of sort. So literally the money does not sit with who? The Genghis capital. So the money goes to the custodian, does not sit here. Therefore, the money that you invest in a money market fund, whether the Gencap or in Mali that you have there, it is not part of the asset where or which the Genghis capital owns. So whenever something like auctioneers coming in to take the asset that this company owns, they can't take the money that you had invested in a money market fund because it is not their money. Remember, these companies are called asset managers. They manage the asset, and one of the assets here, of course, being the money. And therefore, they cannot be able to do what? To even take that. Even the custodian themselves, they cannot allow that money to be taken to cater for that particular loan. Because I understand most of my viewers who are getting into my inbox are asking me, now that the Genghis capital are being asked to pay this amount of money, don't you think, Joseph, they can withdraw that what they have in our Mali investments or our Gencap or whichever the MMF it is that they are associated with this company and be able to settle this? No, that cannot actually work. And to prove that, and you can actually get this information from the website of the Capital Market Authority of Kenya, the CMA. They outlined it very well clearly. And I'm going to read it, what they said, and you can go check it out. Just go say CMA response or CMA instruction to Genghis Capital debt or something of sort. You're going to get a variety of things that they said. Genghis Capital, or rather the CMA said, in line with its investor protection mandate, the capital or the CMA is engaging Genghis Capital Limited to get a roadmap on how the firm intends to address the outstanding debt owed to the stakeholder. In our case, is the Mashaba who lent that particular money to that company. Now, the CMA would like to clarify that clients' assets are held in segregated accounts separate from the funds of the Genghis capital. Whatever the Genghis capital that they can use to settle their debts, you see that management fee that they usually charge you when you invest with them. Now, whatever that money means or whichever the amount it is, that is what now they own. But your money, literally, it is supposed to be with the custodian. And money cannot be withdrawn from the custodian accounts before or without the what do you call it, the consent of the trustee as well. So now I'm about to answer the question that you're looking for. Is the money in a money market fund, Mali and others, safe? Absolutely yes, based on the nature and the structure of a money market fund. So it is good not to press the panic button, just relax. But sometimes what people do is that you just consume anything that you get on social media and you actually get wrong information and you end up not even doing what is supposed to be done. So what happens is exactly what I've explained to you, the nature of a money market fund and such kind of a thing. So what happens is that the Genghis capital has to produce a plan. They actually been, and you know what, even the CMA has actually jumped in. Okay, this, by the way, you guys, I really wish you know how the financial systems usually work. You usually have the who monitors who and such, who monitors who and such kind of a thing. The CMA has actually come on board to make sure that the Genghis capital behaves appropriately the way it's supposed to be, and making sure that the people's money that is there, it is actually able to, it's safe and secured, and people can actually get their money if they need to have that. Are we together? Some people are saying, hey, I'm trying to withdraw money from Mali, I don't know, it's denying and all those kind of things. So anyway, there are maybe be that glitch or something of sort. And remember, I am making this video as a neutral person. I'm not paid by anybody. I don't even know anybody from this Genghis capital. I know nobody. What I'm doing here in front of this camera and this pen and this brain and this camera, whatever microphone, I'm simply sharing with you a professional understanding of the structure of how the things should work. And if they go by the law, that is exactly how it's supposed to work and function, and how the things are supposed to be ran. Are we together? So the point is, anyway, guys, we are trying the best, or we are trying the best to make sure, that's not my words, the CEO of the Genghis Capital. We want to ensure our people that their money is safe and secured, and they should not press any panic button and what and such kind of thing. I'm just paraphrased what he said, not exact words, but I'm just paraphrasing so that you can understand what they said. Are we together? So the ultimate question is, your money safe? Absolutely, based on the structure and the laws that the company is supposed to follow as far as the MMF is concerned. Absolutely, that money ought to be secured, safe somewhere. Are we together? And by the way, let me tell you one thing, guys. It's always good to make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself. If you were to take a pen and paper and sit down and trying to analyze the structure of a money market fund, it's a very complicated structure. And by the way, up to date, I've never heard of any company that, someone has ever lost money as far as the MMF is concerned. And I stand corrected. You can just tell me on the comment section if you have anybody who says that, hey, you know what, I invested my money in a money market fund and I lost it. It is very hard unless you invested on a different thing. It's like the way I came here last time and explained about the Saiton. People are confusing it's the money market fund of the Saiton that had some issues and glitch, yet it was a different particular, it was sort of a different, should I say, a fund or something of sort, far from that what we call the MMF is. I know several people who are already in that money market fund and are still doing good. Anyway, for me, I'm here to actually shed some light. You see, in Africa, we are trying to kick off this ignorance and be able to rely on the reliable information. One law of money market fund, you are supposed to be able to withdraw your money anytime you want and such kind of a thing. Hope I've done justice to that video and I've shared substantive information of what is going on there. And in case of any, what do you call, news or any arising issues or something of sort, I try the best as I can. By the way, it's only that you don't see the other side of the camera. Right now, as we speak, in front of me, I have a TV watching something about the business, watching about the finances, my computer's here, my phones, whatever. I keep my eyes open in anything and everything related to the finances to make sure that I give you the best information as far as the financial world is concerned and summarize it. I don't use complicated English. By the way, if I was to, in Swahili we say kuangusha, or bringing in some heavy terms here, I don't want to do that. I want to make it simpler for you to consume, digest, and assimilate. This is Good Joseph, your one and only. And by the way, if you'd like my services in one way or the other, go ahead and grab that number of mine and shoot me a call or a text on my WhatsApp and we can talk business, because that is exactly what I do. And for now, is a goodbye. But don't forget, come on, if you haven't liked the video, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so and turn that notification bell so that to be notified whenever I upload a new good video. So if you're an investor, just relax. Don't press that panic button yet. See ya.